Ruth's Pigtail. My mother did not want to take a bath. You may not want to take a bath either if you had 10 brothers and 4 sisters and all of you used the same water. Every Saturday a tin tub was put in the middle of the kitchen floor and filled with hot water heated on the big black stove. One by one, each person in the family took a turn in the tub. Would you want to be first or last? My mother didn't want to be first or last. She didn't want to take a turn. She didn't want to take a bath at all. So she decided to hide. Where would you hide? She decided to hide in the barn in the pig pen. She was a little afraid of the pigs. She put her back against the barn wall and stood in the dim light where no one could see her. One by one, each person in the family took a turn in the tub. My grandmother, Ray, called Ruth for a turn, but she did not come. She kept hiding in the pig pen in the barn. All of her sisters, Gwen, Merle, Dorothy, and even her youngest sister, Barbara, had their turns. They washed their hair and scrubbed their elbows and feet. Grandma Ray kept calling Ruth to come for her bath. My grandmother Ray was starting to get very worried. She looked through the house and told the other children to help look for Ruth. Ruth kept hiding in the pig pen in the barn. Finally, everyone had their turn in the tub. It was starting to get dark, and the barn was getting darker and darker. But she did not want to take a bath. They looked everywhere, under the beds and in her favorite tree, where she liked to climb when she did not want to help with the work. It got later and later and darker and darker. Soon they could not see at all to look for Ruth. Where was she? Had something bad happened to Ruth? They decided to have one of the older boys run into town and borrow a car, so that they could turn on its big lights and shine them in the barnyard, so they could see to look for Ruth. The car did not help. The lights on the car did not shine everywhere. Ruth kept hiding in the pig pen in the barn because she did not want to take a bath. When I was a little boy, my mother told me this story over and over. When she was telling the story, she would always stop right here and ask this question. What do you think made me come out of the pig pen in the barn? What do you think made Ruth come out of the barn? Well, Ruth heard a noise. It was a noise that made her change her mind about taking a bath. She heard her mother crying. Oh, all right, Ruth thought. I'll come out of the pig pen. I will take a bath. By now, she really needed one.